Chosen ones, every 9 carries a secret weight. It marks both an ending and a beginning. On this rare alignment, 9999, the cycle turns with unusual force. It's not just numbers, it is a rhythm of the universe, echoing through time, calling those who can hear. This portal is not a superstition. Ancient teachings speak of numbers as living vibrations. 9 represents completion, the final step before renewal. When it repeats 3 times, the veil thins and life offers you a doorway to higher alignment. But here is the truth many overlook: the gift is not guaranteed. The universe opens the gate, but if you enter with the wrong step, the blessing will collapse before your eyes. Chosen ones are being tested. Some will rise into new strength, clarity, and purpose. Others will unknowingly destroy the very miracles forming for them. The difference rests on discipline, humility, and the inner balance to walk correctly. This is not about chasing signs in the sky. It is about how you carry yourself in the silence, how you guard your focus, and how you release what no longer serves you. In this message, I will uncover the huge mistake that can shatter your alignment with the 999 portal. I will also show you how Shaolin wisdom, patience, stillness, mindful action becomes the key to protecting what the universe was preparing to give you. Stay with me until the end, because the portal does not open often, and the lesson of 9 will not return soon. I welcome you to Shaolin Soulfire. If you walk this path of clarity and self-mastery, subscribe now and stay close, because here we rise together, through discipline, through wisdom, through fire. There is a reason a seed does not bloom the day it is planted. In the stillness of the soil, in the quiet darkness where no eyes can see, life prepares its strength. Shaolin teaching reminds us, patience sharpens power. Without it, the blade of your spirit grows dull. Many chosen ones feel the pressure of the portal's promise. They sense that something is near, that destiny is within reach. But instead of allowing the current to carry them, they fight against it, forcing movement where stillness was required. This is like pulling at the wings of a butterfly before it has left the cocoon. The result is not flight, but ruin. I have seen disciples train with fire in their eyes, wanting strength to come in 1 week, wanting mastery in 1 season. They push, they grasp, they exhaust themselves. Yet the ones who rise are not the ones who rush, but the ones who breathe deeply, who move slowly, who sharpen themselves 1 strike, 1 stance, 1 breath at a time. The 9999 portal carries a similar lesson. Energy unfolds in cycles, not in sudden leaps. To demand it before its time is like trying to drink from a river before the rains have come. You may take a handful, but you will miss the flood that was meant for you. Patience is not weakness, it is discipline. It is choosing to trust the timing of the unseen, even when your mind burns with desire. When you are patient, the universe weaves the unseen threads together. And when the moment comes, you step forward already prepared. The blade is sharp, the spirit steady, and the gift can finally be received without being broken. There is a silence that many fear. They sit in it for a moment and call it empty, useless, even heavy. They rush to fill it with noise, with movement, with distractions that keep them from hearing what the silence is really offering. But silence is not a void, it is a vessel. It holds the space where true power begins to form. In Shaolin halls, students spend hours in stillness before they are allowed to strike. To an outsider, it looks like nothing is happening. Yet in that waiting, the breath steadies, the heart slows, the mind clears. When the strike finally comes, it carries the weight of all that silence. It is not wasted time, it is the source of precision. When silence is mistaken for emptiness, the chance for mastery is lost. Power does not grow in constant motion. It matures in the quiet moments when awareness deepens like water collecting in a hidden well. Clarity is not shouted into existence. It arrives softly, like dawn spreading across the horizon. The discipline is learning to remain present in that quiet, even when the ego demands noise, progress, or proof. The discipline is trusting that stillness is not an absence, but a presence stronger than words. In that space, you come face to face with yourself, your fears, your patterns, your truth. Ancient wisdom says the mountain does not roar, yet it commands respect. The river does not argue, yet it shapes the land. In the same way, silence does not clamor for your attention, but if you enter it with patience, it will teach you more than any sound ever could. It is in stillness that you finally see clearly, and in clarity that power takes root. A fire fed with a sudden burst of dry leaves burns bright for a moment, then fades into ash. But a fire fed steadily with wood endures through the night. This is the heart of Shaolin discipline. Consistency outweighs intensity. Power is not built in a single act of effort, but in the rhythm of daily practice. Many seekers approach the path with excitement. They leap from one ritual to another, chasing the newest teaching, the loudest voice, the quickest promise of transformation. Each practice holds some truth, but when energy is scattered, nothing takes root. The universe offers momentum, but when you keep changing direction, you cancel the very flow that was carrying you forward. In the temple, students are not asked to master 100 forms. They are asked to repeat one stance, one breath, one movement until it becomes part of their bones. To the impatient, this feels slow, even dull. To the disciplined, it becomes a doorway. With every repetition, awareness sharpens and strength deepens. What looks small to the eye is vast within the spirit. The same is true in the movement of the 9999 portal. Its energy does not respond to sudden bursts of desire. It answers steady alignment. A simple practice, done with presence, repeated with devotion, becomes the key to receiving what is being prepared for you. Discipline is not about doing more. It is about doing what matters again and again until the universe knows you are ready to hold what it has placed in your path. Intensity burns out. Consistency builds power that cannot be shaken. Like water carving stone, the quiet persistence of your practice shapes you into what you were always meant to become. There is a danger hidden in success that few recognize. When the universe places a gift in your hands, the ego wants to hold it high, to be seen, to be praised. But the moment energy is used for boasting, comparison, or competition, the blessing begins to slip away. What was given to raise your spirit becomes fuel for vanity, and vanity is a fire that burns everything it touches. In ancient traditions, the strongest warriors were often the quietest. They did not need to display their power because their presence spoke louder than any performance. In Shaolin halls, before each practice begins, the students bow, not to impress, not to be noticed, but to remind themselves that mastery begins within. Bowing is not weakness, it is discipline. It is a recognition that the true battle is not against others, but against one's own ego. The 999 portal opens a path for transformation, but it does not reward those who turn it into a stage. Using the energy to prove yourself or to measure against another is like pouring pure water into dirty hands. It cannot be held. The gift was never meant to be compared. It was meant to be embodied. True mastery is quiet. It does not seek applause. It is felt in the steadiness of your breath, in the clarity of your choices, in the humility that keeps you grounded even when blessings arrive. The universe does not ask you to shine brighter than another. It asks you to shine true to your own path. And when you bow inward, when you honor the silence over the noise, the gift remains strong, unbroken, and able to guide you where you were always meant to go. The spirit cannot rise if the body is neglected. Shaolin wisdom has always taught that body and spirit are two reflections of the same essence. To ignore one is to weaken the other. Many seekers pour their attention into prayer, meditation, or ritual, yet they overlook the vessel that carries them. Without rest, without nourishment, without mindful breath, the path becomes unstable, and what the universe offers slips away like water through open fingers. In the monastery, every lesson of the mind is balanced by a lesson of the body. Hours of meditation are followed by hours of movement. Discipline in thought is matched by discipline in diet. This balance is not for strength alone, it is for harmony. A tired body clouds awareness. A restless mind disturbs breath. When either falls out of rhythm, alignment with the higher self becomes fragile. The 999 portal is not just an energy of the unseen. It flows through your physical form. If the body is restless, unprepared, or ignored, it cannot hold the vibration being given. Rest becomes more than sleep. It is the sharpening of clarity. Diet becomes more than food. It is the fuel of spirit. Breath becomes more than air. It is the thread between the seen and unseen. To treat the body as separate from the spirit is to divide yourself. But when you honor both as one, energy flows without resistance. The gift of the portal, once received, does not dissolve. It anchors within you, steady and alive, because your vessel is ready to carry it. This is the way of true mastery, caring for the whole of your being, so that nothing given by the universe is lost. A snake cannot step into a new season carrying its old skin. It must shed or it suffocates. In the same way, the portal's power is for rebirth, not recycling. It does not open to strengthen your old patterns. It opens to invite you into a higher state. But if you cling to outdated habits, to grudges that poison your heart, to identities that no longer serve your growth, the gift cannot stay. The universe will not pour fresh water into a cracked vessel. Ancient wisdom always points toward release before renewal. In Shaolin practice, every breath out is honored as much as the breath in. The exhale clears space. Without it, the inhale cannot come. The same truth lives in your spiritual path. What is heavy must be let go, or what is light cannot arrive. Many chosen ones falter here. They ask for transformation, but secretly hold on to who they once were. They repeat old stories, cling to familiar pain, and wear masks that protect the ego. But the portal recognizes truth, not disguise. It will not crown a self built from the past. It calls forth the self that has died to the old and is ready to walk in the new. Rebirth is not gentle. It asks for surrender. It asks for the discipline to set down what is familiar even when it feels safe. Yet the reward is freedom. When grudges are released, the heart becomes light. When habits are broken, energy flows freely. When false identities are dropped, the true self stands tall. The portal is not a mirror for what you were. It is a doorway into what you are becoming. Only the one willing to release can step through. A blade is not sharp by accident. It is shaped with care, stroke by stroke, until it cuts with precision. In the same way, mindfulness is not a passive state of simply drifting in awareness. It is exact, deliberate, and steady. To act without focus is to scatter your energy, but to move with mindful intent is to seal the gift the universe has prepared for you. In Shaolin discipline, even the smallest action is performed with full presence. Pouring tea, sweeping the floor, striking a stance, each is done as though it were the only task in the world. This is not ritual for its own sake. It is training the mind to hold focus like an arrow that does not waver in flight. When energy is concentrated, even simple movements carry great power. The mistake many make is believing mindfulness means stillness alone, but true mindfulness continues into action. It is the discipline of knowing where your energy goes and why. When you speak, you do so with awareness. When you act, you move from clarity, not impulse. In this way, every gesture becomes aligned with your higher path. The 999 portal amplifies what you bring into it. If your focus is scattered, the energy scatters with it. If your attention is precise, the energy gathers, multiplies, and anchors in your life. The universe does not reward haste or distraction. It responds to the strength of your presence. Mindful action is not about doing more, but about doing with awareness. It is the difference between water spilled across the ground and water channeled through a river. One disappears quickly. The other shapes valleys, nourishes life, and endures. This is the quiet power of precision. The sky is full of signs for those who look, yet the true path is never found only in the clouds. Many chosen ones chase omens, symbols, and visions, hoping each will reveal the secret of their destiny. They search endlessly for confirmation, forgetting that the real doorway is not somewhere out there. Presence is the gateway. The portal is not in distant signals. It is in the living moment before you now. In ancient practice, The monks studied the rhythm of their breath more carefully than the movement of the stars. The breath was immediate, undeniable, and alive. To master one inhale and one exhale was worth more than 1,000 interpretations of distant constellations. For it is in the present breath that clarity awakens, and through that clarity, the future aligns. When energy is spent chasing signs, attention drifts into illusion. The mind becomes restless, always reaching, never rooted. But when awareness anchors into the now, the feeling of the earth beneath your feet, the calm weight of silence around you, the portal reveals itself, not as a symbol, not as a promise, but as an experience unfolding within you. Discipline means resisting the urge to search beyond what is necessary. It means trusting that the universe does not hide its gifts in riddles. The gift is here, waiting for you to notice, waiting for you to be present enough to hold it. The moment is simple, yet it holds the depth of eternity. To be fully alive in it is to touch the portal itself. Not tomorrow, not in the signs you hope to see, but in the awareness you carry right now. This is where transformation truly begins. A gift that is not honored cannot stay. Gratitude is the weight that holds blessings in place. Without it, even the greatest miracle slips away like mist in the morning sun. Gratitude grounds energy. It takes what is unseen and anchors it firmly in your life. In Shaolin halls, before a student begins any practice, there is always a bow. The bow is not to the floor, nor to the teacher alone. It is to the path itself, to the discipline that has been handed down. This simple act of humility teaches the heart to remain open, to remain teachable. For the moment one believes there is nothing left to learn, the spirit begins to harden and blessings lose their place to land. Gratitude is not just words spoken in passing, it is a state of being, a recognition that what you have been given is sacred, no matter how small. The chosen one who practices gratitude strengthens the flow of energy. Each thankfulness becomes like a root, keeping the tree upright in storm. Without it, the branches may grow quickly, but the first strong wind will bring them down. The 9999 portal does not simply pour out energy. It seeks vessels that can hold it. Gratitude makes you such a vessel. It tells the universe you are ready, not only to receive, but to care for what has been received. Humility ensures you do not misuse it for pride, but allow it to shape you with wisdom. To bow before receiving is not submission, it is strength. It is the recognition that every gift is greater than the ego, and every blessing carries responsibility. When gratitude and humility walk together, nothing given is ever lost. Instead, it grows, multiplies, and endures. A seed buried in the earth does not reveal its work at once. Days may pass, even weeks, with no sign of life on the surface. Yet beneath the soil, roots are forming, strength is gathering, and the hidden work of growth continues. To doubt in this quiet stage is to dig up the seed before it has the chance to bloom. Doubt dissolves creation. Many chosen ones fall into this trap. They ask, they pray, they act with discipline. Yet when the results do not appear quickly, they question everything. They allow fear to creep in, whispering that nothing is happening, that the universe has forgotten them. But the unseen does not work on the schedule of impatience. It works on the rhythm of alignment, the perfect timing that cannot be rushed. Shaolin wisdom teaches that trust is as much a discipline as movement or stillness. A master does not question the path each day. He walks it with faith, knowing that every step taken with clarity leads to the destination. Trust is not blindness. It is the strength to hold steady when the eyes see nothing. The portal's energy responds to trust. When you stand firm in belief, the unseen continues to build. When doubt takes hold, the structure weakens and the blessing collapses before it has taken form. This is why trust must be guarded as carefully as breath. Chosen ones are not asked to see everything. They are asked to believe enough to continue. Faith is the bridge between the invisible and the visible. To walk it requires courage, patience, and surrender. And when you hold to trust, the unseen always becomes seen, in its time, in its fullness. The 999 portal is not a doorway for quick miracles or fleeting signs. It is a call to alignment, to steady discipline, and to surrendering what no longer serves you. The universe does not withhold, it gives according to what you are ready to carry. When you guard your focus, honor silence, and walk with gratitude, the gifts meant for you will not slip away. Shaolin wisdom reminds us that mastery is not measured by how much you collect, but by how much you protect from being lost to doubt, distraction, and pride. Each day is an opportunity to live this teaching in the way you breathe, the way you act, and the way you choose presence over noise. Take these lessons with you, not as heavy burdens, but as gentle reminders. When the portal opens, it will not ask for perfection. It will ask for readiness, and readiness comes from clarity, humility, and trust. If these words have spoken to you, walk with them in your daily life. And if you wish to continue this journey of discipline and awakening, I invite you to join our community here at Shaolin Soulfire. Like this message, share it with those who need it, and subscribe so we may keep walking this path together. Peace be with you, chosen ones.